Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing stuff because it actually has been having a big rumor and big floating going around that the PlayStation's upcoming State of Play may have actually had their entire list leaked. Now, as you guys usually kind of know from these early types of like videos / leaks or whatever, they sometimes have some merit, they sometimes don't. They could be all made up, but we never really know at the end of the day until the actual event happens. But when the event is very close and very kind of, pretty much right around the corner, sometimes the leakage does kind of go happen a little bit more. So we're going to talk about that, talk about the expectations, and there, at least for the idea behind it, there actually is at least a little bit of merit based on what Sony's been doing on the outskirts and other stuff as well, all throughout these past few weeks when it comes to their marketing, when it comes to their games, when it comes to things in development. So I'm a little bit more intrigued and has a little bit more gusto, as I said. So a lot of cool stuff to go talk about. And if you guys want to give your thoughts and or what you guys would want to go and see on this upcoming PlayStation event, feel free to. And as well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for that brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway going on the channel itself. We do keep on promoting out the brand new free $50 on the link down below, so make sure you guys click on that. It'll be on the pinned comment down below. Get that free $50 easy peasy, or at least go check it on out if you guys would like. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to follow, and all the usual other stuff like the Amazon links, Xboxes, and all that stuff as well, all down below. So as I mentioned, we actually have had and seen a little bit more information floating around from the next upcoming State of Play. So we have one that's confirmed this upcoming Thursday, June 2nd. It'll be at 3 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. EST. And I'm a little bit hyped up with this. So there's a few things and kind of notes when it comes to this. So we've actually been seeing like screenshots floating around over here, where we actually have some overall, post list going on over here for the State of Play. If this video gets randomly taken down in the future, at least you guys might know there actually was probably some merit behind it. So with this, they actually have the Stray release date trailer. Now, that's actually been, I think, somewhat leaked out before, and it would make a little bit of sense. Third-party, basically, people on the actual conference itself would make a lot of sense. I think a lot of people are hyped up for that indie game overall. Avatar, The Frontiers of Pandora, plus with the PSVR 2 trailer. And as you guys know, they did specifically mention up the PSVR 2 as well, where they're trying their best to go and mention and be like, hey, like, we want to sell this at some point. And we also were hearing rumors with the Modern Warfare 2 confirmation with them having their own specific VR 2 news. We actually covered that video earlier on today. So we're seeing all this news, and we're seeing all this kind of nifty stuff, and at the end of the day, this is kind of making a lot of sense, especially with more PSVR news coming out. We have the Horizon Call the Mountain gameplay trailer, which, as you guys maybe saw, that was like the kind of initial big hype announcement they made when they had the PSVR 2 news in the first place. At the end of the day, pretty cool stuff. I like it. It was cool. Now, as well, we also have the Resident Evil 8 VR trailer, too, which I actually probably personally would actually go check it out. I do think a lot of the PSVR 2 stuff's going to be kind of cool. And I'm still even waiting just to see if we'll even have the proper PSVR 2 announcement / date on this conference itself. I'm also kind of curious to see if we're going to actually have any bigger releases, too, as well, or if they're going to save that on for a separate State of Play. It also has Street Fighter 6 gameplay trailer, which would make a lot of sense, too, as well. We're just kind of been seeing like a lot more of these games and game industries and stuff trying to get more into releasing games again. The Final Fantasy 16 release date trailer, which once again as well, we have been seeing rumors on that too. And like this could have also just been just someone coming up with random schemes, because a lot of the stuff has and would make sense. We're going to talk about a little bit more in detail in a second. But like we've been seeing like little bits. Like I even think I made a video covering up the Stray release date. We talked about Avatar before. We know about the Horizon and the actual official announcements. We know that Capcom wants to do DLCs and stuff. Like we know this is all on the way. So this is kind of a somewhat safe quote unquote leak, but it just kind of put our expectations on the list. Gotham Knights PS5 features trailer, which also, once again, they did go have an official statement talk about how they only want to do next gen as well, which that makes sense if they want to do more proper marketing with the PS5 and Xbox 2. Last of Us Holiday Remake trailer and Factions 2 teaser 2 as well. So this is like the quote-unquote leak. This could be, like I said, could be completely made up, but there's a lot of stuff that kind of sounds kind of right. We've been hearing like little smidgens of almost all these leaks already, and we've been hearing lots of news too as well with it. So like The Last of Us, if you guys have a chance to see, there's even like articles over here where it's like, is The Last of Us 2 multiplayer still being released? And we've known this because Last of Us was trying to go and hire folks, that we were hearing rumors now about The Last of Us Part 1 remake / remaster for PS5, and as well, as you guys probably know, there is also a Last of Us TV show that's also been in development too as well. So this would all kind of correspond pretty well. You do it for the holidays or do it like right after the holidays or whatever, and then they get a lot of people reinterested in the show, reinterested with the game, or maybe you want to just do it maybe a few months before so people have a chance to fully beat the game to maybe get more context and more story, which would make a lot of sense. Like they could make a lot of extra money, get a lot of extra sales, and I'm not really sure how big The Last of Us would be for a proper like, holiday release, but I think The Last of Us Part 2 did do really well. So if you have the multiplayer with the, which a lot of people are kind of looking forward to, apparently the first one was really cool, that's a nice thing for the holiday for people to go check up and buy. Same with the remake. And as well, we did go in here that Naughty Dog did want to go and scrap the multiplayer Last of Us Part 2, but as I mentioned, there's been a lot of different rumors where they were trying to hire some people and getting some stuff too as well. And they also do apparently have 2 live service titles scheduled for this year, so we actually may even hear more information from this proper conference. I mean, hopefully. It could always just be the world's worst conference known to man, and I might be hyping you guys up for nothing, myself included, but you never know at the end of the day. But when it comes to this stuff, they said they literally want to go and actually have like more stuff lined up. They literally wanted to go and sell more. And we're not sure really what the other live service game might even be. So it would make sense if The Last of Us Part 2 was one of them, and then we're maybe just seeing another one, or maybe even a PSVR game too as well. So we do know this is coming out in the next few weeks too. On top of this, we've been hearing so many of the rumors on The Last of Us 2 as well. And on top of that too, they have a lot of live service games all scheduled up with this too. And we haven't had like official tweets or trailers or mentions or anything so far with The Last of Us. But once again, they do actually have their TV show coming soon. It would almost be dumb if they didn't. Now, as well, Avatar as well. On top of that, they literally also have, I think, the marketing rights. So as you guys can see, Sony has the PS5 marketing rights for Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. As you guys haven't had a chance to go and see this, they actually leak out from like proper conferences where they have the Avatar Frontiers of Pandora over here, and they also have mentioned before on their official like releases and titles and everything else. So with Forspoken news, we might have a little bit news on that one, Final Fantasy once again, and all this other stuff tied on in. Like we are expecting to see more stuff with this and their partners. So once again, that does kind of fit into the leak pretty well. Horizon, as we mentioned too, like it was on the initial release, that just makes sense. Stray has, I think, already been released too as well from data mined information in terms of details and stuff, would make sense. Resident Evil would also make a lot of sense too as well, because they may not have a close tie into with Xbox, or it may not actually end up on Xbox Game Pass. So once again, that kind of makes a lot of sense. So this leak is actually coming out a little bit more on the intriguing side, because we have seen a lot of this. And this could always, like I said, just be some random person try their best to go and have a bunch of random ideas. Because I myself, I've covered a lot of this news, so I could probably give you like pretty much the same exact list from what we've kind of seen either leaked out or mentioned. So it's not like the biggest leak, I would say. And if you guys are pretty active on our videos or like watch a lot of the gaming news or whatever, you guys may be familiar with at least some of these. But as well with Final Fantasy 16, we also have been hearing rumors that Final Fantasy 16 wants to go and be pushed forward. Like they want to push back Forspoken to go and push almost all their creators and people making sure Final Fantasy 16 will be a good game. We've also been hearing rumors with Final Fantasy 7 Remake also coming back. We've just been seeing a lot of good stuff, like a lot of good information. So that would also have a lot more merit too, as well. Like everything about this makes sense. But the one big thing is we haven't seen as much VR, and this would also, just by trailers alone, let's go and say that we have like a 2-minute trailer for each one of these, so it'd be like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, but also don't forget they also want to mention a lot of other VR games for PSVR 2, or maybe even specifically even announce PSVR 2. So I think the last thing I can maybe speculate on like some of these leaks and information or whatever, is that they could potentially even start this off and have a huge big announcement and want to go talk about the PSVR 2 release. Because at the end of the day, that would be actually pretty cool. Like I would just be kind of cool with that. So yeah, just kind of my thoughts, my comments, everything out here. You guys can let me know what you guys think or what's kind of going on in your minds, or if there's any certain games you guys really want. Like, what would be the one game you guys want to know about to have the pinnacle of releases? Now, on the leak, it doesn't have anything to do with God of War, and on the official announcements that did say PSVR 2 stuff, we kind of have to see, but I think at the end of the day, we still have that September date for God of War that's still been looming around a lot, and, I probably would be okay if we had even, you give me, 2 of these that are legitimate, so think like Last of Us Remake plus the factions, that's legit, I'm happy. You give me Final Fantasy 16 release date, I'm happy. Maybe even Resident Evil DLC in VR, I'm happy. Give me any of this that's legitimate and has a good backing with good release dates and proper production, everything, I think I'll be happy. I mean, God of War 2, I kind of wouldn't mind hearing a little bit more of it. I'll be honest, a little bit over here, but that's just on me. So like I said, give me your thoughts on the leaks, give me your thoughts on the presentation. What do you guys want to see? And as well, I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys do keep on checking out the nice little Samsung links down below. You get the free $50 too as well. On top of that, we've been mentioning a lot in these videos. We'll keep doing that for maybe next week or so. Or if you guys want me to do a giveaway for one, let me know. And as well, we do have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below, the Webull and Coinbase down below, the Amazon links down below, and all the lovely other little various sellout links we got. And on top of that too, I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited, especially because we've been seeing cool news with the trials and everything else too as well. I just think it's as long as it turns out good, we have some faith. So I'll see you guys later tomorrow for more videos. Love you guys so much and enjoy your holiday too as well. Love you guys.